talking to the camera, but then also I live with family. They're gone for the week right now, thankfully. It's like it would be annoying to explain to them what I'm doing, you know? Like I don't have friends to talk to, but I'm talking to a camera, you know? So anyway, back to the story, which I never even started anyway. If you can't even understand me at all, then I mean, just listen to my voice. Hopefully that's calming enough. I feel like other people have better whispering voices, but maybe that's how I am for some people, so I don't know. If you want to listen. If not, hopefully you enjoy the sound. I don't know. Cause like I listen to people talking. I like soft whispering though, but then that's how your voice sounds, so I don't really like to do that. I have one video like that on my channel. Go look for it if you want to see that. And I'll probably never do that again, so I mean maybe, but I don't know. But anyway, my first time. Oh, should that be the title? Maybe that is the title. My first tingle, if that's the title. It's the first time I remember getting ASMR sensation. What does it stand for? I'm not even gonna try, but I remember I was in elementary, and I was like little, obviously. What I have to say that? But I was in class, and I was with. In elementary, I had friends. I don't know if you've seen my vlogs and all that, my past videos and all that, but through middle school, I'll break it down right now. From middle school, starting from then to high school and to college even. I was in college for like 2 years, but not full time. I was like barely even part time. But all through those years, which is probably like more than 7 years, probably, or maybe I've probably done 4 plus 3, 7. Yeah, more than 7, like 9, 7, 8, 9 years. I wouldn't talk to people. Like I stopped talking in the beginning of middle school because I was going through a lot. I don't know, not to say that anyone else was not going, you know what I mean? Like it's just how people deal with things, you know. And I know everyone goes through something. It's like, but then that's no excuse to like be mean to someone. That's the only thing. It doesn't matter what you're going through, or it doesn't matter how you cope with what you're dealing with, as long as you're not being mean to someone or like, you know, taking it out on someone. So I was going through a lot with my mom, my parents getting divorced, and me discovering like my sexuality. I mean, I'm still doing it now, even though like I use the hashtag all the time on TikTok. I still can't even say the word, you know. And it's like I could do a whole different video, probably within the next week if you want, about me talking about that. Cause like it's a whole separate issue. It's like really deep and personal and like really sad and weird and all that, but I don't know. But I was dealing with all that, and also like I was in a class where like I didn't know that many people, and a lot of my close friends that I had in elementary, they were like going to different smarter classes, you know what I'm talking about. Like even in elementary, they're like getting all the good grades and they're going to the better classes. And middle school is when I started to like drift. I never saw them like anywhere. Like even we'd have different lunches. We just stopped talking in middle school. With all that going on, I just didn't even talk. Like it was just like being with me throughout the whole day. And something just made me like just stop talking to people, to anyone, or even wanting to try and make new friends, you know. So I just didn't do it throughout the first couple weeks of middle school, and then this is where it's like, why am I even talking about this when this is not the story time? But it goes into it, so I mean not really, but you know. But then after a couple weeks, people started calling me like the kid that doesn't talk. And from middle school to high school, not to college, people were more mature. They called me the kid that doesn't talk, and I just stuck with it. It's not like, I was like, oh, that sounds fun, I'll put on that character, you know. It was like a label, and that's probably why I can't really say the word. It's weird. relationship with labels, cause like I love to be organized, you know. But like when it comes to me, and that's another thing, I just don't want labels for me. Like I feel weird being a boy, but then like I don't mind it. But then being called a man, like I don't feel like I'm a man. I was just thinking about this when I was watching The Lion King. The voice of Mufasa, how he said, remember who you are. That's a good thing to tell people, but then you have to really like ask yourself, who are you? Like who even are you? And for me, when I thought about that, I didn't think of like a label, I didn't think of an adjective, I didn't think of anything but my work. Like I wrote down all my music. I wrote down every song that I wrote. It was like maybe 20 songs or 30, I don't know, it doesn't matter. But I looked at the list and I said that's me. This is who I am. That's what I need to remember. My music reminds me that I can turn something sad into, you know, I can come out of a sad situation in a good ways. I wrote a song while going through something, and then coming out of it, I'm like thinking, well, if I didn't, I wouldn't have wrote that song. So I see it in that way. If I can't think of another way to describe myself other than my music. Why did I mention that? I don't even know, but all that to say, in elementary, I did have friends. I had like a small group, and I was still shy even then. But it's just like, I don't really know how I managed to make my group of friends, even though I was shy. Like I still managed to do it. Maybe it's because I wasn't aware of myself, and that's kind of deep. It's like a little kid and the ugly duckling. They don't really know what they look like. They're not aware of it until someone else points it out, like, oh, you have a big nose, you look like this, you don't look like us. And then like once you're told that, you look at yourself differently and you start to realize you do look different. And it's like, it just gets you caught off guard, and you're like, your whole perspective is unbalanced and all that, you know. So maybe that's what changed. Oh, I couldn't make friends and start over again. I don't know, but anyway, in elementary, I did have a small group of friends. So when I still didn't even talk about the story, but anyway, it's a short story. So I mean, it's good that I'm going off topic. In elementary, I remember this class, and I was with my friends talking. Everyone was talking, and then the teacher said, "Be quiet," and or settle down, whatever. I remember everyone being quiet, and then my friend kept, I don't even remember who it was, but she kept talking. I'm pretty sure it was a girl. She kept talking, and I remember just feeling this, you know, tingle sensation, ASMR, whatever. I mean, is it different? Is ASMR different from the tingles? I felt a tingle like I can't even describe it. I'm not even gonna try to. Like right now, I'm sitting on my leg, and like once you move it, it's like, you know how that's bad. It's like the good version of that, basically. She kept talking but whispering to me, and I remember like just feeling this thing that I've never felt before, and I was being like, you know, caught off guard, I guess. But I wasn't even paying attention to what she was saying. I was just like, what is this feeling? Oh, and just never really thought about it after that, ever since then. I mean, until maybe like until college or high school, even. I think till high school. But I mean, that was it. That was pretty much the end of the story right there. Like, she started whispering, and then I probably didn't even answer or whisper back. I just remembered that feeling, and I don't even remember what happened after that. But I never even thought about it the next day or later on that day. Like, I just moved on. It wasn't until like high school, I think, when I heard that word because of YouTubers, and I discovered there's a whole YouTube community, and here I am, like years later. And now it helps me to like sleep and all that, you know. It helps me to calm down. I used to watch it like right before I go to work, so I won't be stressed, you know. And I watch it every night when I go to sleep. Sometimes it doesn't help me. Like, this is the thing. Like, it's always in a situation where you're not supposed, like when you're in public, or it's kind of weird when you think about it like that. But like when I'm downstairs, or like about to leave somewhere with other people around or something, even by myself, and I'm watching like someone whisper ASMR, and that's when I feel it. And you don't always feel it when I'm not supposed to, or like I'm not meaning to. When like I'm trying to go to sleep, like I'm in bed, and maybe this is just a problem that I have, because I have trouble falling asleep. But when I'm trying to go to sleep and I'm trying to go to sleep, I have all the lights off. I'm in bed, listening to ASMR. That's when I don't have the tingles. That's when it does nothing for me, you know. I mean, it is relaxing still, but it's like when you get the tingle, when I get it, it sounds so weird to call it that, but when I get that feeling, it's like you can just close your eyes and go to sleep wherever you are. That's how I was in class, but I didn't. Maybe it's like you can't expect it, you know. Maybe that's with love. The same thing with love, I don't know. I mean, that's pretty much my story, that's the end of it. But yeah, I mean, I still listen to ASMR when I'm going to sleep, and eventually I'll go to sleep. I don't know if it's because of that, listening to it, or just because, you know, eventually you'll fall asleep. But I still do it. It's still relaxing either way, but the only thing is, like, for people that don't get it, the feeling of it, like, I don't know, I mean, I guess maybe since how I described it, I'm now realizing that maybe, like, don't expect to, like, try not to have high expectations, you know, which is really good advice either way for anything. And I don't know, I mean, maybe some people just can't get it, but just don't expect it, cause like I always go to bed like this. That happens every day. It's never when I'm like in bed and I'm like expecting it. Yeah, basically it's always when like I see a new video. Like if PJ uploads a new video, I'll be like, oh, let me just see how it is. I'll click on it, and you know, I'm downstairs or I'm like about to go to work soon, and that's when I feel that like I'm not expecting it. So I mean, of course it's gonna be hard now expecting it by not expecting it, but just, you know, maybe the better advice would be to watch it when you're in public, or like when you're about to go somewhere or something, because that's most of the times that I feel it. So I mean, sometimes I'll do feel at night. It's very rare though, but I mean, I guess that's just how it is. I don't know, but that was my story time. I dragged that very long, so thanks for watching. If you want to see any other videos, comment them below. I always love to make any suggested videos, because I know it'll guarantee at least one view, you know, and I mean, it's not like I don't have any ideas. I mean, I'll be like, I have a long list of video ideas that I want to do. It's just like, I don't know if I should do this or not. I guess it's more of like, I don't know if people will watch it, since I'm doing, you know, the ASMR version of it. So I mean, any suggestions I will film or try to do, so comment below. And if you don't like these videos, I'll stop doing it for a while.